Alright, we got a little change of scenery. We are in Atlanta. We just held the second quad camp event, and I'm here for a week just hanging out with the guys, and we're going to be shooting Rotor Riot episodes and flying and doing all sorts of fun stuff. If you want to keep up with all that madness, definitely check out my main channel where I'll be releasing a bunch of vlogs. But today, what I wanted to chat about is Skyzone goggles, because I've been a long-time user of Skyzone goggles. It was the first premium goggle I bought. I bought a SKY01. It was their first goggle. And at the time, I don't know, I think it was pretty far ahead of the other goggles that were out there. I had two antennas. I don't think it was true diversity, but it was really high quality. Either way, I used that goggle for a long time until I eventually upgraded to the SKY02 V4. So I think I had the SKY01, the first goggle, for like 2 years and used it, and I've been using the V4 goggle for almost another 2 years. I have a review as in-depth as I ever get on my main channel about the SKY02 V4 goggles. I'll leave a link to that in the description if you kind of want to hear about why I chose that goggle and look at some more of the features. But overall, I just like the simplicity of it having built-in diversity receivers, a high-quality screen, channel scanning, just lots of features. It's my favorite goggle. I didn't want to mess around with external modules and stuff for Fat Shark, so I really like it. But there are some things that could have been improved about it. Most importantly for me is honestly just the fan. I would love to have a fan on my goggles. So when the Skyzone SKY03 goggles were announced, I was very hopeful that it would be an improvement on what I was already using and be a very obvious choice for me to switch to. And out of the box, they sure do look pretty. They've got a fan. Now these goggles belong to Joshua Bardwell. He is doing a really detailed, in-depth review of this product, and he's going to go through all the features and all that stuff. So I will leave a link to Joshua's channel where I don't know if the video is going to be up yet, but if you want more information about the product itself, check out his video because he'll actually tell you about it. I just wanted to share my opinion because I have been getting peppered with questions about the new Skyzone goggle because people know that I use Skyzone goggles, so they want to know what my opinion of it is. And so here's my opinion. I don't think I'm going to be switching to these goggles. Unfortunately, there's a few deal breakers. They are pretty uncomfortable on the face, unfortunately. I don't know, they changed the curvature in their molding or what, but like, it is uncomfortable. And not only that, there's a ton of light leak. Maybe with differently shaped faces, it's going to be more comfortable for you, but and maybe they could use a thicker foam. Maybe I could just install a thicker foam kind of aftermarket and make it better, but it is unusable. And on top of that, the optics are just not up to snuff with the previous generation goggles. They did switch from a 16:9 aspect ratio and I think like a 36-degree field of view that the SKY01 and SKY02 series, all the way from V1 up through SV Plus, they all use that aspect ratio and that field of view, and these went to a 4:3 aspect ratio and a much larger, I think it's 42-degree field of view that's similar to the high-end Fat Shark goggles. So I do basically fly a stretched image because I use a 4:3 camera and a 16:9 goggle, but it's just what I've always been used to, so it doesn't bother me at all. You get totally used to it and it's not a problem. You just get used to that stretched image. It doesn't even look stretched to me. If anything, 4:3 kind of looks kind of weird, but I would easily adapt. So I was not worried about switching to a 4:3 aspect ratio. And similarly, if you use 4:3 and you want to switch to a goggle with 16:9, don't worry about it. Like one day you'll be used to it, I promise. So it's not the aspect ratio that threw me off. It's not the field of view, because I mean a bigger field of view I could probably get into that too. It's the actual optics that, like, it looks like I'm looking at a ravioli. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's not a straight edged image. Like, they curve in. You'll have to check out Joshua's review, but the optics, it like distorts and warps the image. My eyes have a really hard time focusing on the image. The IPD has to be just right for my eyes to even be able to focus, but even so, it gave me a headache. I was so bummed out. I was so hopeful. I gained nothing from this not being success. I wanted these to be the latest and greatest, best goggle ever, because I want my goggles to be improved upon. Because, so, you know, going back to talking about maybe I could fix the comfort and the light leak with different foam, well, that's going to push the goggles even further away from my eyes and probably further distort the optics. So there's some deal breakers on this. There are some really great features. I love how slim the fan is. I think it even comes on based on temperature detection, or you can turn it on manually. The channel scanner's improved. It's got a really cool but gimmicky LED bar up front. So there's a lot of cool features here. I wanted to love this goggle. So of course the basic stuff too, like HDMI in and DVR. It has automatic DVR recording just like the Fat Sharks have, so it's kind of catching up features wise to some of the things that Fat Shark had that Skyzone didn't. So dude, I wanted to like this goggle so much, but honestly the bad optics, the light leak, and the discomfort, they're just deal breakers for me. So for now, I will definitely be sticking with my Skyzone SKY02 V4 goggle. I am confident that they will release a new version of it at some point, and hopefully they address these issues, and then I can switch to that, because I'm a long time Skyzone. I don't know, maybe, dude, if I'm gonna switch, maybe I will go to Fat Shark. I don't know. Who knows? I'm really not too product obsessed, but I know some of you guys who like Skyzone goggles have been curious as to what my opinion of the new Skyzone goggles are. So I hope this was insightful. Thank you for listening to this long rambling video. I'm tired of sitting. I'm getting up. I'm gonna get about my day. Like I said, I hopefully will have some really fun vlogs coming out on my main channel for my time in Atlanta. So check that out. I'll see you there, and thanks for watching.